Hi, it's me, Chiara. For those who are new here, my name is Chiara. I'm 21 years old and I live in Switzerland. So today, as always, this video is very spontaneously. So today I wanted to talk about a different topic other than eating disorder. I wanted to talk about coronavirus and mental health. And I'm doing this video mainly for the people who struggle with mental health like me, but of course for everyone too. So yeah. So for those who don't know, here in Switzerland the situation is actually pretty bad. Our neighbor states have taken measures who don't allow people to go outside anymore, and most people expect to actually exactly that to happen the following time here in Switzerland too. And I also know there are lots of people in other countries being basically locked up in their homes, being in quarantine, in isolation, whatever. And I wanted to talk about some strategies I have been trying to come up, because I have been trying to prepare myself mentally for that situation, even though it's not the case yet. It hasn't happened yet, but as I said, many people expect it to happen soon. And for those who don't know, I struggle with anxiety, depression. I have huge issues with feeling alone relatively quickly. My eating disorder doesn't have anything to do with that, I feel like, right now. But yeah, obviously I have struggled a lot in my past with isolation. I have isolated myself whenever my mental health had been declining. And so the sheer thought of having to isolate myself basically involuntarily is very, very scary to me. And so that's why I have been trying to prepare myself, to brace myself. And I have been doing that exactly with coming up with some strategies to keep distracted, to keep active, because if I know exactly, if I just sit here in my apartment and just think, and then it will be that I will just get into that spiral and then fall into that depression hole. And I am really, really fighting for that not to happen. And I know this will be difficult for everyone. And so I hope this video is going to help. Maybe some, maybe not. Would be cool. So what I find immensely helpful is to write down a daily plan, either in the morning or in the evening. I do it mostly in the evening. And I write down the time when I'm doing whatever, like getting up, setting my alarm, breakfast, and then like whatever. And this sometimes I come back to it, sometimes not. Maybe things go differently, which is okay too. But even knowing I have something like this to come back to is helpful. And I also keep a daily journal of my accomplishments, my goals, daily affirmations, positive ones, of course, and also gratitudes, which is helpful to kind of focus on the good things happening in my life, happening around me. And trust me, there is always something good you can find about your day, even if you have had a very bad day. I know it's not easy, I know it can be hard, but this is something that has helped me a lot in the past too, so I would highly recommend that. Yeah, or even just writing, journaling. I'm working on a biography, yeah, which is going to be a very good strategy to pass your time, or just writing down random stuff like your thoughts, whatever. Also, household things, doing household stuff. Let's be honest, there's always something you have to do in your household, something to clean, something to tidy up. I actually have been postponing my household stuff for exactly the moments when I can't go outside anymore. Yeah, postponing, and my apartment is a mess right now. But yeah, that way I will have to do more when I can't go outside anymore. So right now we can still go outside. There are restrictions, of course, but we can still move around freely. But again, it's most likely that this won't be the case anymore in a short time. So yeah, what else? I have surrounded myself with lots and lots of books, so I love reading. Those of you who know me know that. Yeah, I also have some coloring books and lots of pencils and pens, which is also a good strategy to keep distracted. Also, what I wanted to say is these are just recommendations, ideas. Some of these strategies might work for you, some might not work, whatever. So yeah, what else you can do? Something I do is, of course, watching Netflix, binge watching on all the shows you like and movies you like. Learning a new language can also be very distractive. Like I've been trying to learn some Italian. For those of you who don't know, I am half Italian, but I can't really speak Italian. I actually do understand more than I can speak. So yeah, and I have an exercise book which I will be using. Yeah, or passing your time with cooking, coming up with new recipes. Of course, you need the groceries for that, obviously. Yeah, or like I have pet here, I have my pet snail. Taking care of her is going to help me. Just having a living being around me, for me, is very, very important and very helpful. Maybe you have a pet too, taking care of them, taking good care of them. Yeah, sometimes I just open my window to listen to the birds outside chirping, or listening to an audiobook. This is not particularly for me, as I find it relatively boring, relatively quickly. So, but yeah, maybe you like that. Oh, and listening to music is always a good one. Music has played a huge role in my life. Maybe it does in yours too. I heard someone say the other day that you can't be listening to music and be sad. Well, I can, but whatever. Listening to music is never wrong. It always cheers me up, or sometimes not. When I'm in a bad mood, I tend to listen to sad music, but just music, yeah. And also, yeah, like, be creative. There are no limits. There are so many things you can do, even with just being at home. Like, do some kind of sports at home. I have a medicine ball here, as you can maybe see in the background. Yeah, like there. Or yoga, whatever sports you like, whatever exercise you like. You can meditate, which is also a very good way to pass your time if you do it, of course, the right way. Like, you have to practice that a few times. Like, but yeah, I do also watch YouTube. I make YouTube videos myself, which is obviously also a very good thing to keep distracted and to pass your time. And please also know there is no wrong or right. As I said, there are no limits. Be creative, but don't let yourself fall into that depression hole. I know it's hard. It's hard for everyone. It's also hard for me. I will face a huge challenge if that is going to happen. And to be honest, I am very scared of this scenario, this particular scenario. But you know, I am fighting, and I hope you will be fighting too. And these are some of my strategies. Feel free to comment more ideas and strategies if you want to. This is a shorter video, but yeah, maybe some of you might find helpful. Don't give up, okay? It's going to get better. This is a global health crisis, and not everywhere it's as bad as here in Switzerland. But yeah, as we tend to say, this too shall pass. So yeah, keep fighting. Bye.